Just wrapped up another trip to the repair center shop, but not for what you think, routine maintenance. Now, a lot of you have asked, you own a diesel pusher, how much does it take to keep on the road? And we always say 15 to 20,000 a year. We're gonna talk about, we were just in for routine maintenance, what was done, what was our out of pocket. We did have a few issues that were covered under extended warranty. We're gonna talk about that and the final cost. If you like videos like this, DIY videos, lifestyle, cost, RV tours, campground reviews, please take a moment, make sure you subscribe, notification bells on, that way you get notified when we release new videos. It also is the easiest and best way, other than watching, to support the channel. So what are we talking about here? We bought our motorhome back in May of 2026 with just shy of 27,000 miles. We now have over 51,000 miles in a little bit over a year. So we run our motorhome. One of the most important things when you're running your motorhome is, number one, to run it, number two, to maintain it. That is extremely important. We always talk about, if you don't have the funds to maintain a motorhome, it's probably going to give you a lot of problems. It's probably not something for you. We just finished up at the Freightliner Service Center in Gaffney, South Carolina. Our opinion, the pinnacle, the best place to take your Freightliner custom chassis for service. We've been to several Freightliner dealerships. Nobody has beat Gaffney for several reasons. Number one, their prices are very reasonable. The labor rate is $225 an hour, which was very competitive for any place servicing diesel motorhomes. But if you're a member of the Freightliner Owners Club, you get 5% off automatically at the service of Gaffney. Number two, Gaffney is where these are created. So those service techs there are very well trained, and unlike when you go to other Freightliner service centers that mostly service trucks, here they only service motorhomes. So this is all they're doing, and they're very efficient, which is number three. They get you in and out very quickly. And that service center is great. They do have a dump station, they have water, they also have 50 amp electrical hookup. But what's even better is, we were told October of 2027, they're opening a new service center in Gaffney. It's gonna have 12 bays and a much larger area for people to stay overnight. So let's talk about what we did on here, what we had done. Again, I told you 51,000 miles. So a couple of things that we had done. First thing we did, oil change, fuel filter, obviously oil filter, fuel water separator. Now, we do change our oil, we bring our own oil. That's another nice thing about the service center. We're able to bring our own oil. They will change the oil for you. They use the generic shop oil. This is our choice, the Hot Shot Secret 15W40 Blue Diamond PAO. This is one of the best oils you can buy. It is pricey, full synthetic, but the tests speak for themselves. One of the best oils on the market, resistant to high temperatures, it has additives in there. If we're gonna put in, we put in the best. The next thing that we did was a full inspection that includes the following. So full chassis inspection, we have this done every year. That includes the engine belts, engine support, air compressor, air tanks, all pneumatic hoses and routing, alternator battery starter, electrical connections and routing, transmission, hydraulic hoses routing, wheel and axle seals, axle breather, brake valve, brake system, which includes a valve, hoses, pads, shoes, drums, rotors, calipers, rollers, air and hydraulic engine exhaust system, steering components, all suspension components, hub bearings, wheels and tires, fuel system, AC components, and air intake. So that we have done every year. We also had a full coolant change, again, because we're traveling a lot. We're gonna be traveling to hotter weather. We want to make sure the coolant was good. We did have our differential fluid changed. We had that done a year ago, but again, a lot of mileage. I think it's every 36,000 miles. So anticipating we're going to be out of our normal area, we had that done. We had the fan gearbox oil change. I had noticed it was a little bit wet back there one time, a little bit of oil. I cleaned it up. I didn't see any more oil, but I wanted to take a look at the seals. That was all good. The oil level was good. Since the last time I checked, we just had that cleaned out and put new oil in there. We had the generator service, fuel filter, and oil. We had brought our own oil. Again, the Hot Shot Secrets 15W40 generator oil. We brought our own oil and they changed it for us.
As we go through this, put in the comments below, are these all the checks and everything that you have done when you're out there? Also, where do you get your work done? Do you go to Freightliner? Do you go to Gaffney? Do you go to your own place? What is similar the way you do things to the way we do them?
We also had the AC check to make sure there was no leaks. It was blowing 43 degrees on the dash. We've been having an issue for about the last year or so. Sometimes it makes this screeching sound. We believe it's the blower. Now, Freightliner only works on the back part. Anything up in the dash is going to be Newmar issue. We're going to go to Dave's RV Center. We ordered the blower. We'll have it replaced there, but the AC is working. Other than that sound, it's working fine.
We're going to play that sound for you now so you can hear it. Let us know if you've ever had a similar problem, how you resolved it.
Another problem we're having, this was weird, wasn't really affecting anything. The dash, the info part of the dash, there is a day and night mode if you're familiar with these. The day mode is like a gray. Everything will look on the instrument panel gray as far as the digital. And then when you have the lights on, it'll turn black. What was happening with us, even though the lights are on, it's flashing back and forth. So we had them take a look at it. They did replace the LBCU. I have a part number here. It's A0689234006. That needed to be replaced. That was a cost of $1,487, and we'll talk about that. That was covered under our wholesale warranty. Also, we had noticed, and this is very common, it almost happens every year, seems we had an airline leak. Easy way to know that, if you stayed aired up and then the next day, next morning, you're like flat, you probably have an airline leak. They did replace that air fitting, also covered under our wholesale warranties plan. We're also going to be due for an engine air filter. This is pretty easy to put in. Again, it's every 30,000 miles. We are very close to that, so we're just gonna swap that out. We ordered it, it's on the way home. As we stated earlier, we like to bring our own parts, especially to service. We like to carry spare parts with us. One of the places for spare parts or upgrades is eTrailer, because they have all different types of parts for really your tow truck, motorhomes, any types of RVs. We're interested, and we're going to be doing very soon, a basement freezer upgrade. As you recall, we don't have a basement freezer on here, but being we're gonna be on the road for a long time, it's nice to have that extra freezer space. We're getting that from eTrailer.com. We also have our full tow setup. We've done many videos on them. We'll link the latest one up above. eTrailer is a US-based company. They're one of the biggest companies for spare parts for towing or RVs, trucks. They have all that on there. They have great customer support. If you call them, number one, you can understand them, and also they understand you, meaning that they have the training, so it's not like you're calling somebody and they have no idea what you're talking about. We've been using them for years. Many RVers have been using them for years. If you want more information, want to order any parts from them, we have a link down below. You click on that link, it's going to take you to our towing parts, but you could also navigate anything else on the eTrailer page. Again, we'll put the link down below. Everything else said, they look great. Very happy. One thing, if you bring your own oil for the engine oil, as far as that fuel water separator, oil filter, and fuel filter, I'm not quite sure why they did this. I brought my own filters. I like to get them from Napa, the Napa Gold products. They just gave me all the Fleet Guard stuff. They basically swapped it out, so I have extra Fleet Guard stuff. They put the Napas. I'm not quite sure why they do that. So let's talk about what wholesale warranty did cover. So they did cover the diagnose for that flickering screen, $112.50. Actual part, which I told you was $1,487. And then the replace of the air fitting, $112, and the fitting itself was $10.80. So the total amount from Freightliner is $1,843.15. That includes tax. We do have a $200 deductible, as most of these warranties do have. So out of that total amount, wholesale warranties paid $1,643.15 out of the $1,843.15. So that was pretty good. They stepped up, and that was quick. We were in and out of there in less than a day. They picked it up at 7:15. We were done by 3:30. Now let's talk about our out-of-pocket for everything else that we mentioned other than those repairs. $2,549.25. That was the total we paid out of pocket after subtracting the wholesale warranty. Very common. That's a very common cost to keep something like this on the road if you want to stay off the side of the road. We want your feedback down below. How much do you spend to keep your RV or motorhome on the road? We always said the towables are much less expensive to keep on the road than the gassers, and the gassers are less expensive to keep on the road than the diesel, and the diesels are less expensive to keep on the road than the customs, and so on and so on. So we want your feedback down below. Also, to the left of us, if you like videos like this, we'll share with you our RV DIY playlist, also our RV Essential Upgrades playlist. We thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the road.